She was young, talented, and beloved by an entire country. Daniella Perez wasn't just an actress, she was a dream in motion. At only 22, her face was already known in millions of homes across Brazil. Her story, however, would soon become one of the nation's greatest tragedies. Born in Rio de Janeiro, Daniella was the daughter of a famous writer and grew up surrounded by art and passion. She stepped onto the stage early, shining in soap operas that captured hearts all over the country. Audiences saw grace, innocence, and light. A rising star whose future seemed unstoppable. But behind the scenes, life wasn't a script. During the filming of one of her shows, she met a fellow actor, charming, ambitious, and unpredictable. What began as professional admiration slowly turned into tension, jealousy, and obsession. Those close to her sensed that something felt wrong. On a warm evening in Rio, after a day on set, Daniella never made it home. Hours later, her family realized something was terribly wrong. The police search that followed uncovered a truth too painful to believe. Her disappearance was no accident, it was an act that shocked a nation. Use images with dark city lights. Police cars blurred in the distance. Somber tone never show explicit content. In the days that followed, Brazil stood still. The suspects were found, and the evidence spoke for itself. Courtrooms filled with tears, disbelief, and anger. Her mother, a woman of immense strength, turned pain into purpose, fighting for justice, for her daughter, and for others who could no longer speak. Years passed, but Daniella's story never faded. Her name became a symbol of love, justice, and change. Her mother's voice helped reshape Brazilian law, giving victims a louder voice in court. You can use symbolic images here: books, candles, old footage-style effects, or a studio light fading out. Even decades later, her presence still lingers, not in sorrow, but in inspiration. Because Daniella Perez will always be remembered, not for how her story ended, but for how she lived with grace, passion, and light that no darkness could erase. Fade out with emotional piano and soft vignette effect.